All right, get ready because today we are going to dive deep into something pretty fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
It's the world of words.
Okay.
But not just the words like the ones we're speaking right now.
Right.
We're talking about that constant inner chatter,
Mm.
all those thoughts we have about ourselves and the world around us.
Yeah.
So you shared some excerpts from a guided meditation called Words Weaving Your Future Story.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to unpack just how powerful our inner dialogue really is.
It really is. It's fascinating how much those seemingly fleeting thoughts really influence our emotions and our actions, even our overall well-being.
Yeah.
We just don't realize it.
I know I underestimate it.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. How many times have you caught yourself spiraling down a rabbit hole of all this negative self-talk?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, it can impact your whole day.
Totally.
And this meditation seems to offer a way out of that cycle.
Absolutely.
And I'm just eager to understand how it works.
Well, it all starts with awareness.
Mm-hmm.
The meditation guides you to just observe those thoughts. Just observe without judgment.
Okay.
It's like becoming this curious observer of your own mind.
Kind of like hitting the pause button on autopilot, right? Because I know, at least for me,
Yeah.
those negative thought patterns, they can get so automatic, I don't even realize they're happening.
It's true. It's true.
So it's about just noticing.
Yeah, just noticing.
Okay.
That's so important.
Okay.
That's the first step to breaking free from those habitual ways of thinking.
Okay.
And the meditation uses a really interesting analogy to kind of illustrate this process.
Okay.
It guides you to visualize a tree
Mm-hmm.
with each part representing a different aspect of self-affirmation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you're building a stronger sense of self with each visualization.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So walk me through this tree. What does it all represent?
Okay, so the roots.
Mm-hmm.
The roots are all about self-worth. That deep-seated belief that I deserve to be here,
Right.
my existence has meaning.
Mm-hmm.
It's about recognizing your inherent value,
Okay.
regardless of your accomplishments or what other people think of you.
That's a powerful concept.
Yeah,
Especially in a world where we're constantly bombarded with all these messages telling us we need to achieve certain things
Yeah.
or look a certain way to be worthy.
exactly.
So cultivating the sense of inherent self-worth is important.
Crucial. It's
Yeah.
crucial.
Yeah.
It's the foundation for everything else.
Okay, so then growing out of those strong roots,
Yeah.
you have the trunk,
Exactly. The trend.
and that represents
Self-acceptance.
self-acceptance.
Embracing all parts of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
the imperfections.
So it's not about trying to change yourself or fit into some ideal mold?
No, not at all.
Okay,
It's recognizing that you are perfectly imperfect,
I love that.
just as you are.
Okay,
And that's more than enough.
I love that message.
Yeah.
It makes me think about how much energy we waste
Oh, so much.
trying to be someone we're not. Yes. What's next on this tree of self-affirmation?
So from the trunk,
Mm-hmm.
you have branches reaching out in all directions,
Okay.
and they represent your capabilities.
Capabilities.
So the meditation encourages you to really acknowledge your strengths,
Mm-hmm.
your skills, your potential to really navigate all of life's challenges.
So it's about recognizing you have the resources and resilience to overcome obstacles
Yeah.
and achieve goals.
Yes, and it's not about never making mistakes.
Right.
It's about trusting your ability to learn
Yeah.
and grow from those experiences.
Okay, I'm really starting to see how these different elements work together to create this more solid, empowering sense of self.
Yeah.
What about those like lush, vibrant leaves?
Oh, the leaves.
What do they symbolize?
Well, the leaves represent self-reliance.
Okay.
They kind of soak up the sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
They nourish the tree.
Right.
And they represent that connection to your own inner wisdom, knowing that you can depend on yourself to make choices
Mm-hmm.
that are aligned with your values.
It's almost like tapping into your own inner compass, trusting your gut.
Exactly. Exactly. It's about cultivating that inner knowing,
Okay.
that quiet confidence that you have the answers within you.
All right, this tree is really coming to life.
Yes.
We've got the roots,
Mm-hmm.
a strong trunk, branches reaching out,
Reaching out.
leaves soaking up the sun.
Now we get to the blossoms.
Oh,
blossom.
wow. I mean, I was thinking like juicy peaches or apples or something. I'm intrigued.
Okay, yeah, well, the blossoms.
What are the blossoms supposed to represent?
They represent self-determination,
Okay.
that ability to choose your path
Mm-hmm.
and create your reality.
So it's not just about accepting yourself as you are.
Yeah,
It's about actively shaping the life you want to live.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about controlling everything.
Right.
It's about taking responsibility for your choices and actions and knowing you have the power to influence your own destiny.
And finally, we arrive at the fruit of the tree.
Yes, the fruit of the tree.
Okay.
And it represents self-usefulness.
Self-usefulness.
The
Okay.
understanding that your unique gifts and talents can make a positive impact on the world.
Wow, I'm really seeing the full picture here.
Yeah.
It's like this whole process of self-affirmation isn't just about feeling good about ourselves.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing our interconnectedness,
Absolutely.
how we can contribute to something larger than ourselves.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
And it's a reminder that we all have something valuable to offer.
We do, yeah.
I'm already feeling more grounded and optimistic just thinking about this tree analogy.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I struggle with those pesky negative thoughts that creep in
Oh, yeah.
and try to sabotage all my efforts.
That's real.
How does this meditation address that?
That's where the real transformation begins. That's what we'll explore next.
Okay, so we've got this incredible tree analogy, right?
Right.
Representing this solid foundation of self-affirmation.
Yes.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
Life isn't always sunshine and blossoms.
No.
We all have those moments where the doubt creeps in
It says.
and that negative self-talk, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
So how does this meditation help us deal with that?
Well, the meditation doesn't shy away from that reality at all.
Okay.
It actually guides you to identify those limiting beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
those phrases that you might repeat to yourself that are actually holding you back.
Right.
It's about bringing those thoughts to the surface
Okay.
so you can start to dismantle them.
So it's not about pretending those negative thoughts don't exist,
No,
but rather confronting them.
exactly. Because here's the thing.
Okay.
Those negative thoughts, they often stem from really deep-seated beliefs that we've been chowing on for years,
Yeah.
maybe even from childhood.
Right.
The first step is just recognizing them,
Okay.
acknowledging their presence.
But recognizing them doesn't make them disappear, right?
Yeah, right.
So what do we do?
Well, that's where the real magic of this meditation comes in.
Okay.
It guides you to consciously transform those negative phrases
Okay.
into something more empowering.
So instead of saying, I always fail,
Right.
you shift it to, I am continuously learning and growing.
Exactly.
Right.
Or instead of, I'm not good enough,
Yeah.
you affirm, I am exactly where I need to be on my journey.
It's like you're taking those old worn out scripts
Yes.
and rewriting them with a more positive, more supportive narrative.
That's a great way to put it. It's about reclaiming your power,
Okay.
choosing to focus on thoughts that uplift you and encourage you,
Mm-hmm.
rather than those that limit you and define you.
And this ties in with some pretty fascinating research in neuroscience.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Studies have shown that repeating affirmations actually changes the neural pathways in our brains.
It's true.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So it's not just some feel-good technique.
No, not at all.
There's actual science behind it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
The more we repeat those positive affirmations,
Mhm.
the more we strengthen those neural connections that are associated with positive emotions.
Okay.
Self-compassion.
Resilient.
Resilience.
So it's like we're literally rewiring our brains
Oh, you are?
for greater happiness and well-being.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
It's pretty cool.
It makes you realize how much power we have to shape our minds
Yeah.
and ultimately our realities.
Exactly. And the meditation doesn't just stop at mental repetition.
Oh, okay.
It brings in a really crucial element to anchor those affirmations.
Okay,
The breath.
that's right.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. How does breath work play into this?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
Our breath is always with us.
It is.
It's such a powerful tool
Yeah.
for connecting with our bodies and regulating our emotions.
Okay.
In the meditation,
Mm-hmm.
you're guided to inhale deeply
Mm-hmm.
as you repeat those positive affirmations,
Oh.
imagining you're drawing in all that positive energy.
And then you exhale and release any negativity
Slowly, releasing any negativity or limiting beliefs.
that no longer serve you.
That's
So it's
correct.
like you're literally breathing life into those new positive thoughts
Yes,
and letting go of the old patterns that were holding you back.
you got it.
By connecting the breath with those affirmations,
Mhm.
you're not just thinking them,
Right.
you're embodying them,
You want-
making them part of your physical experience.
Yeah, and that can be incredibly powerful in shifting your emotional state,
Okay.
moving from a place of stress or anxiety
Mm-hmm.
to a state of calm and clarity.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together.
Good.
We're not just talking about positive thinking here.
No.
It's a deeper transformation that involves our thoughts, emotions, and even our physical sensations.
Absolutely.
And this transformation, it seems like, has ripple effects that go beyond just our inner world.
They do.
The meditation hints at this toward the end.
Yeah.
When it encourages you to speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a beloved friend.
That's right.
That's such a good reminder.
It is.
But it got me thinking,
Yeah.
how do you that extending beyond our relationship with ourselves?
That's a really important question.
Yeah.
And it gets to the heart of why this work is so meaningful.
Mm.
When we cultivate greater self-compassion and understanding,
Okay.
it naturally spills over into our interactions with others.
We become more patient,
We do.
more forgiving,
Yes.
more empathetic.
Absolutely.
It's like we can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Exactly.
If we're constantly criticizing ourselves,
Yeah.
depleting our own energy, it's hard to show up for others
It is.
in a truly supportive way.
But when we take the time to nurture ourselves,
Yeah.
to fill our own cups with kindness and acceptance.
And we have so much more to give.
Yeah, we do.
And that's when our relationships begin to flourish.
Absolutely.
It's like creating a positive feedback loop.
It is.
The more kindness we offer ourselves,
Yeah.
the more we have to extend to others.
Right.
The more positive and harmonious our interactions become.
Exactly. And it's not just about our close personal relationships.
It's about how we interact with everyone we encounter.
Yeah, from our family and friends to our colleagues, even strangers on the street,
So it's like we're radiating this positive energy outward
creating a more uplifting, supportive environment.
for everyone around us.
That's the power of conscious language.
Yeah,
It all starts with that inner awareness,
right.
that willingness to pay attention to the words we're using
Mm-hmm.
and make a conscious choice to shift them towards greater positivity and kindness.
It all comes back to that message, the heart of this meditation.
You have the power to shape your reality with the words you choose.
Such a powerful reminder.
It is. It is.
It's easy to feel like we're at the mercy of our circumstances.
It is.
But this meditation shows us that we actually have much more agency than we realize.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're not just passive recipients of our experiences.
We have the ability to actively shape our thoughts, our emotions.
Ultimately, our lives.
Exactly.
And that brings us back to one of the core messages of this deep dive. You have the power to shape your reality with the words you choose.
It's a message that bears repeating.
It does.
And it's something that we can all benefit from remembering,
Yeah.
especially when life throws us those inevitable curveballs.
Well said.
Thank you.
And I think that's a perfect place to take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered so far. Okay, so we've covered so much ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
From recognizing the power of our inner dialogue
Absolutely.
to understanding how we can shift those thoughts towards something more positive
Right.
and more empowering,
Yeah.
And we've touched on the ways that those shifts can ripple outward, influencing not just our own well-being, but our interactions with the world around us.
Totally.
Exactly. But here's where I kind of get tripped up. How do we actually integrate this into our everyday lives?
It's a great question.
I mean, it's one thing to practice these self-affirmations during a guided meditation,
Yeah.
but it feels like a whole other challenge
Yeah.
to maintain that awareness when you're out in the real world,
Right.
dealing with deadlines and,
Yeah.
difficult conversations and
Yeah.
all those curveballs life throws at us.
Right. Right.
So how do we do it?
You've hit on a really important point.
Yeah.
The real work begins when we step off the meditation cushion and into the business of our lives.
Right.
And yeah, it can be tough to maintain that mindfulness amidst all the distractions.
So how do we do it? Any practical tips?
Absolutely. One thing that's helped me is setting little reminders throughout the day.
Okay.
You could use sticky notes, phone alarms,
Right.
whatever works for you.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
little prompts to pause
Okay.
and just check in with yourself.
What am I telling myself right now?
Exactly.
Is this kind? Is this supportive?
It's like creating those mindfulness bells
Oh, yeah.
that they use in meditation
Okay.
to bring you back to the present moment.
Right.
But this time, you're bringing your awareness to your inner dialogue.
Oh, I love that idea.
It's about creating those moments of pause
Mm-hmm.
so you can catch those negative thought patterns before they kind of spiral
Yeah.
out of control.
And as you get better at recognizing them, you can start to replace them
You can consciously replace them.
with the empowering affirmation.
Exactly.
We talked about it, like having this mental toolbox.
Yes.
Equipped with positive phrases ready to pull out.
Don't underestimate the power of the physical sensations, too.
Okay.
Pay attention to how your body feels
Mm-hmm.
when you're engaging in that negative self-talk.
Like, where do you feel the tension?
Yeah, is your chest tight? Are your shoulders hunched?
Okay.
Now notice how your body feels
Mm-hmm.
when you repeat those positive affirmations.
Right.
Do you notice a sense of expansion in your chest, a softening around your shoulders.
It's like our bodies are constantly giving us feedback.
They are constant.
Even when we don't realize it.
No.
And the more we tune into those physical cues,
The more quickly you'll be able to recognize when you're slipping into those negative thought patterns.
yeah, okay.
And that's when you can really make a choice
Right.
to shift gears.
It's like we're training our minds and our bodies to work together
Yes.
to create this positive,
Mhm.
aligned experience.
And remember, it's a practice.
Okay.
It's not about never having a negative thought again.
Right.
It's about cultivating that greater self-awareness
Mm-hmm.
and self-compassion,
Okay.
recognizing that we're all works in progress.
Right.
And even small shifts in our language can create a ripple effect.
Impacting not just our own well-being, but the well-being of those around us.
Exactly.
This deep dive has been so illuminating.
But I'm glad.
We've explored this profound connection between our thoughts, our emotions.
The physical sensations.
We've uncovered the transformative power of positive self-talk.
Absolutely.
And we've learned some practical techniques for cultivating that self-awareness in our daily lives.
And it all comes back to one fundamental truth.
Okay.
You have the power to shape your reality with the words you choose.
So powerful. As we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Okay?
To ponder, what if you started paying attention to the words you use, not just in your inner dialogue, but also in your conversations with others? Could shifting your language also shift the energy you bring to those interactions?
I love that.
Could it create a more positive, harmonious ripple effect
Absolutely.
in the world around you?
Those are fantastic questions.
Yeah.
And I really encourage you to explore them.
Pay attention to your language, experiment with affirmations, and see how it impacts your life.
You might be surprised by the power of your words.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of words.
It was my pleasure.
Remember, you have the power to create a more positive, fulfilling reality,
You do.
both for yourself and for those around you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning,
Keep learning.
and keep choosing words that uplift and empower.